Keith Myers here again, my friend Adrian. We're going to talk about the ranges of engagement and zoning. Very important concept to follow, and I've mentioned it in many different videos. This kind of hopefully will bring it together. If we're faced off, right? His arm is towards me. It's going to be kind of hard in this narrow frame, but there's basically 5 ranges. We work primarily at 3. Long range is where if his arm is extended and my arm is extended, long range is where I can reach his hand with my blade, he can reach mine. But I can't engage with this hand at all. Right? So long range is typically from out here where all I need to do is take a step to reach him to being close enough for contact. Right? That's long range. So we're squared off. I'm here. If I can take just a quick little step and reach his hand, that's long range. And so a lot of sparring happens from this range. Now, beyond long range, I call extended range. It's not out of range because the guy can still be a threat, but at extended range, I'm far enough back where Adrian knows he's got a little time. He doesn't have to be in a fighting guard because I'm going to have to take several steps to be able to close with him. I can't just take one quick step and reach out and tag him. From extended range, I have to use footwork to close the gap. And that's important, and we'll talk about later in a different video. People know the old saying, the guy was dumb enough to bring a knife to a gunfight. That's not necessarily true, because up to 21 feet away, somebody with a knife can close in faster than somebody can pull a gun and bring it to bear. And we'll have a video kind of working on that a knife can work in a gunfight. And so that would be extended range. Now, middle range or medium range, if he's got his arm extended out there again, is where we are just close enough where we could cross wrists like this. Now you'll see at medium range, because I'm here, I can reach out and now my checking hand comes into play. Right? This is middle range, medium range. And a lot of things can happen at this range that involve blocking and parrying and come across, because again, we can engage both hands, but unless I reach forward or take another step, I'm really not close enough to make a significant blow here. I have to move into middle range, approaching close range. Close range is where if his arm is extended, my arm is extended, we're here. So obviously, I'm close enough, I could have run him through. I'm close enough now where I could have used this hand in some way to his body, where at medium range, I can't reach his body at all. Right? Close range is when we've come in and maybe we've done some kind of grapple, right? Close range. And then of course the fifth one would be ground fighting, if we were off our feet and on the ground completely. So again, just to review the basic, long range is where we're both close enough to reach the hand, the forearm, but not close enough to use this arm. Medium range is where now the blade is in play and my check hand is a factor because I can reach out. And then close range is where we're here and now I can reach him with this hand and significant cuts and thrusts to the body. And that's your basic ranges. Now, when we talk about zones, if he has his arm out, right, anything on the inside surface of his arm, this side is the inside zone, and anything on the outside surface of this lead arm is the outside zone. And whenever possible, I want to zone to the outside. I want to be moving in this direction, because if I'm over here, then it's a lot harder for him to use that hand. Right? If I've done something and I've stepped out on this side, it's still more of a threat. If in the same circumstance I step to this side, then that hand is less of a threat and I have better control. And also, from a self-defense perspective, if I'm using a knife and I can get to the outside, something happens, and I'm out here, then I can keep right on going because I'm behind him, I'm out of there. Or if it was something where I wanted to take his back, if I'm good at grappling, that's where I would do it from, is from this outside zone, trying to zone over here to the outside. And there are some techniques that are specifically designed to get you there that we'll talk about later. One of the simple ones is called the scoop, where if he's doing a thrust, I scoop it off just like that so I can step out to the outside zone. So just keep that in mind. Ranges of engagement and consideration of zones is important. Okay? Thank you.